Encourage a law enforcement officer today, even if they just pulled you over. I got your authority verse coming up here in just a second. Hey, family and friends of Faith Taekwondo, Master Kurt Kennedy here, the Taekwondo Pastor, here at the Taekwondo Chapel in Milton, Florida, where we teach traditional Taekwondo in a faith-based, Christ-centered environment. This is the day which the Lord hath made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. That is Psalm 118, verse 24. If it is your birthday today or your wedding anniversary today, happy dirty birthday to you. Happy holy monotony to you. All right. Love that. We're ready. Listen, this is a beautiful day today. In this January, still looking at the new year. So happy new year still. Today is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. And we don't recognize and show our appreciation for law enforcement as actively as we appreciate our safety and our peace around our home, our cities and towns, and our country. But if we lived in a society where we did not have active law enforcement professionals out and about, it would not be safe to go out and conduct life and regular business. So a big thank you to all law enforcement officers, local, state, federal. Very grateful for that. My son is in law enforcement, and the Air Force, so I appreciate that so much. Here are some quick blue line history facts for you. The oldest law enforcement service in the U.S. is the U.S. Marshals Service. It was established in 1789 by Congress. The oldest municipal police force is actually the Philadelphia Police Department, and that was established in 1751 from a town watch. The U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Agency is the largest agency with 60,000 officers and a budget of, 19 to $20 billion. That's for officers and for employees. The largest municipal force is New York City. That would be 36,000 officers. That's like a small army. They have a budget of $5,700,000. Interestingly, in 1846, the word copper was used in Britain for someone who would catch or nab a criminal. They would catch him. Also, the officers and badges, they were made from copper. Interesting. And so in 1859, the word cop emerged as a slang nickname for a police officer. On an entertainment note, Mack Sennett was a motion picture producer in 1912, and he created the Keystone Cops. They crack me up. I watch those old movies, old shows, old videos. He created these for his Keystone Film Production Company, and the humorously incompetent police force, they performed their slapstick, chaosy things from 1912 to 1917. So here's your authority verse for showing appreciation to law enforcement, or to respect it at least. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. So maybe that's not exactly your authority verse to show it, but we should be grateful in those things. 1 Peter 2:13 says, submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake. Matthew 5:9 says, blessed are the peacemakers. So there's something to be said about law enforcement, and really, you're not really looking for law enforcement unless you're going over the speed limit, and then you're like, okay, where are they? And when those blue lights flash in your rearview mirror, it's, everybody's heart jumps, etc. So we want the police to be on the top of their game for the sake of the community. We really do, until we get pulled over for speeding, or there's maybe a traffic accident, and it might be that we're at fault or whatever. Then we're hoping that they turn into Keystone Cops and they become incompetent, have no idea what they're doing, so we can get away from a ticket. Maybe a little bit hypocritical there on my part, as long as everybody else's. Biblically speaking, God enforced His law on Christ. God was the law enforcement officer, as it were. And Christ fulfilled the law and paid our penalty. So we are free because of the Lord Jesus Christ. The ticket was written, and Christ took care of it. So there you go. Listen, show your appreciation of the gospel by telling someone else, and demonstrate your appreciation for our law enforcement by encouraging a police officer when you see them. Maybe you even get the opportunity to buy their meal or whatever the case might be, if you're able to. Listen, I prayed for you all today. God bless you. Please subscribe, like, follow, comment, etc. Share this out. This is Master Kurt Kennedy, the Taekwondo Pastor, here at the Taekwondo Chapel, and wishing you a God bless day, and we will talk to you tomorrow.